groove. Take my hand, we'll chase that tune. Gonna set this stage on fire, light up.
Unbelievable, eh? In the last few weeks, and I'm sure some other people have noticed this. Everywhere you look, especially on YouTube and Facebook, we have the Beatles and Elvis. It's mostly been John Lennon and Elvis, but it has also been John and George, or John, George and Elvis, and now we're introducing Marilyn Monroe. And of course, this is only the beginning. It started with Lennon and Elvis being unable to sue them, I guess. They're using the dead people idea first, but absolutely battering our heads with these things. Now, little titles like Lennon and Elvis walking down the streets of Vegas, or a new song with the Beatles and Elvis. And this is what this is here on the Ed Sullivan Show, so they're saying. But of course, this has never happened. But a lot of people are going to believe this is true. I mean, a lot of people aren't very discerning. So it's the latest little trick in the book. And no doubt they've just got such a range of characters that they can use for this. We'll have all sorts of mishmashes of famous dead people, especially, bringing them back to life. I saw one there with the current ABBA lady at this age talking to herself at a young age. So that's another one too. And ABBA, of course, will be another very big one for this. All the bigger, brighter celebs they've pumped in your face for years, and now they've got this AI business. Just smash it into your head. Now, the Elvis Presley here, I'll give about 6 out of 10 to, but the Lennon, very poor score indeed.
You two have never actually sat down together on television before tonight. How does that feel?
Feels fine to me, man. I'm just glad we finally met somewhere with comfortable chairs.
Yeah.
Comfortable chairs. Yeah, now listen to Lennon here, and the last thing he says is about the cup of tea, folks, the cup of tea.
Nobody's shouting at us to get back on stage. That's a bonus.
He says that like he doesn't love it.
I do, but a cup of tea and a seat every now
See, the voice is just not right, and a cup of tea and a seat.
and then does wonders.
You two have never actually sat down together on television before tonight. How does that feel?
Feels fine.
How dorky these Lennon pants are. They remind me of a lounge from the 1970s.
To me, man. I'm just glad we finally met somewhere with comfortable chairs.
Yeah, nobody's shouting at us to get back on stage.
Shouting to get back on stage. Fake Elvis laugh.
That's a bonus.
He says that like he doesn't love
I
it.
do, but a cup of tea and a seat every now and then does wonders.
Cup of tea. There it is, folks. The old tea code is never far. Now, I've tried to tell quite a number of my friends about the 7 and the 7 CODE, but they just can't get anything much, of course. And some of them, this has been a fair few years, I've been saying. And I thought they'd look one day with out rosy-coloured glasses and just have a decent look at this, and it should appear to them. And here is one of the 25s here, as we can see. And we scroll back up the page. And what do we get here? Just here, look. So 2 different situations, and it just so happens we have the same number there. Isn't that interesting? Now, just shows you this number, and anything to do with 7 is impregnated all through the media. Yeah, so it's a wonder we haven't got Trump and Elvis, or Trump and the Beatles. I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure there'll be plenty of this stuff, actually, over the next while. It's Christmas, Santa Claus, Trump. But here we have Trump and the Saudi Crown Prince. And the cash and the hog. A hog for cash is mentioned here. And of course that story would have been just a story. Well, it was. I think we covered it in a day. But it makes for really good press here now. ABC, of course, is 123 or 33. But the hog, how many things have got a hog or a pig in them? I ask you, it's everywhere. Pete Hegseth, who works for Trump, and the Crown Prince and his involvement in the hog. The hog is something, of course, you do put on a spit and turn around. Only a little way down on the news feed on Google, we've got a Times of India. This is happening all the time, I must admit. You see something from India every day now. Never used to see hardly anything. Now it's every day. And this is Ashwar. She's got the war, Rai, and the Ra. And Satya Sai Baba, the centenary celebration, CC. And certainly she's got a long reach down there to the candle or whatever she's reaching down to. And very big hands there for prayer. Has the Ayashwara Rai. Ra. All for the sun god Ra. Yes, because talk about the hog and the piggy. Unforgivable. Trump's piggy insult is stoking more outrage than usual. Well, there you go, folks. If you thought I was dreaming, and the only other channel that really covers the pigs a lot has been the Christian channel. Very few other people have ever talked about this, but I mean, it's just so obvious. It's been going on all year, last year, every year, and it's back in history as well. Just an incredible amount of Babe was another one, of course, the movie, but it's just everywhere. The boar's head, uh, and the Rob. You see, when you have the Robinson or the Robert, you have the idea there as well, and that Robert name has certainly been a big one this year. The Pope, Roberta Flack for 2, Robert Redford for 3, and there's been several others. Tyler Robinson. I mean, it's been nearly as many as the Char Lie. But here's Trump doing the piggy insult. More outrage than usual. Well, seeing Trump mention the piggy, I thought we'd better have a little look at that term and see what's coming up in the news here. And look what we got, reverse human rejection of the organ, the pig organ transplant. Well, we know the organ. What sort of organ are we talking about here? And just below it, how dead pigs are helping in search for missing victims of the drug wars. Now, that's a big thing with Trump as well. So we've got a little bit of piggy stuff in the media here, quite big stories here from the Smithsonian Institute or institution, depending on when you're hooked into the internet. If you went back, it would have always been institute. But yes, the rejection. And of course, this is big in the tea department, which we have noted many a time. Yes, under that term, these transplants, the transplants are dominating. 9 months with a pig kidney. And we have the fever. We have the fever indeed. Dumpling. Happy in the mud. Percy pigs. Percy pigs are arriving in Australia. Point Percy at the porcelain, we say in Australia. We're stealing piglets as well. And there's the Trump one right there. Marks and Spencer food. Big news for Pig. Big and Pig, see? Big Pig was a famous band in Australia. Into the Vietnam pig farming sector. I can't wait for some Percy. Look out. And they're linked to the bunyias. Bunyias are trees with nuts on them in Australia, big pine trees. And this one screamed about Percy the pig by the sound of it. Percy pig lollies. Lollies like a pig. And Pepper the pig as well. Yes, coming to Coles, Marks and Spencer. And feral pigs. And Pepper the pig pasture shapes. And there's a Bathurst Monaro pig. PIG 383. So mainly the novelty food diet idea. 99 out of 100. I find this hard to believe. Eating the lambs, the little lambs. Yes, we've been had that with the lamb thing with a good old CK, Charlie. And that was a bit to do with lambs. So no surprise. And guinea pigs. And I've seen a bit about guinea pigs around too, I must say. Yes, sacred bunyias, pathogens. A stuck pig blocks sewage pipeline. So quite a bit about the pig in the last while here. And influencer Sister Orange. Well, that's a weird one indeed. Sister Orange. We can imagine Sister Orange. We'll just have a quick look at Sister Orange. Yeah, certainly loving a pot of tea is old Sister Orange. A strange name. The Orange, like the Orange Man. Number 3. And a couple of double X here going on. The one shoulder bear. That is definitely one of their big symbols, of course. And what a strange character, Sister Orange. Yeah, she has gone missing. Good old Sister Orange in Cambodia. While on holiday on the 12th of November. Vanishes. A lady vanishes. And arrested for pig butchering. And I'll just show you that. It said that before, but pig butchering. What an interesting character this one is. Sister Orange. Arrested in Cambodia. So she's missing and arrested for fraud on this one. And the other one says butchery. They're quite a mixed up deal with Sister Orange. For fraud. And this is a few in their language there. Yes, there it is. Definitely loving a cuppa. This one, definitely a tea on the tea. It's what one of those Korean pop stars. All right then, folks. As we can see, there is a lot in this hog business, and very common around lately.